Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nipa TV show. I'm your host, Nipa TV. That's me, and we're going to be watching game number 2 between TY and Clem in this PvT. I think I already said that, but the map is unknown. And I'll go ahead and introduce the players right quick. We have Liquid Clem as the red Terran at the top left, and his red is quite great to look at. So sick, wow, crazy. Gonna supply depot there as well. And in the bottom right we have TY as the blue Tehran, and well, here we are. We'll see what these two have cooking in the oven. We might see the same thing as last game. TvT is actually pretty decent to watch. I think I mentioned in the last video, yeah, that TvT out of the 3 mirror matchups is probably the most exciting to watch. I like ZVZ too, surprisingly, even though I've heard very terrible things. I have heard people just absolutely hate their lives. It's almost as if they cut their eyes out with a razor and shove an entire bag of salt in each open eyelid or eye hole. And that's how painful it is for ZVZ, I hear. And no, I did not hear that from someone. I just made that up. So I mean, not the part where ZVZ is bad. I made up that fucked up morbid. Oh my god, I swore. I'm a swearer. Oh no. Well, shoot. I swored. My bad, guys. To actually focus on the game instead of being stupid, we have we got the barracks here for TY. He's gonna get a Reaper out. Interesting placement. I actually do like this because what TY is doing, if I'm guessing correctly, he is kind of faking out his opponent. Usually when you see 3 supply depots on the top of the ramp, this could have changed, but in my experience, when you see that, it means there's a proxy barracks going on. So if Clem sees that, he might overreact or stay more on the defensive. But we'll see if he does that. And I forgot to mention that the factory is going down for both of them. In fact, both of them having Reapers. And I could be totally overthinking this and nuking this completely, but it would be cool if this faked out Clem for sure. TY is building a command center as we speak, and we actually do see a proxy starport for Clem. That is pretty cool to see. Reaper for TY. He's got 2 Reapers, surprisingly. And he's also getting a Hellion out at this time. They also have a tech lab coming out, so I'm curious what TY is going to do. I'm thinking... I always want Banshees, and I always say it's going to be Banshees, but I don't think it is because he's lifting up his factory. So, one can dream. One can dream. So anyways... Starport, the proxy starport is almost done for Clem. We actually see a Liberator. That is very exciting to see. Something a little bit different. He's going to do some Liberator harass. This will be exciting for sure. We don't see a command center yet for Clem at this time. It's probably because he is investing some of his resources in this. But if Clem does enough damage, he is getting a command center now. If Clem does enough damage, it'll definitely compensate for that delayed expansion for sure. And I don't see an NG Bay in sight. We do have a Cyclone. That will help for sure. We actually see a move out from Clem too. 2 Hellions, 3 Hellions, and 3 Reapers. Gonna harass the natural. Actually, just gonna straight up harass the ground force. One of the Reapers does die. 88 charge does knock some of the Reapers back and Hellions back. And it looks like he is gonna go in. Meanwhile, Clem has his Liberator out and is going to deploy into Liberator mode, and that Cyclone does go down. There is no anti-air for TY at all. It's forcing TY to have to pull back, and wow, he did get a Banshee, so nice. Cyclone is focusing on the Reaper. Reaper's a smart decision considering that this Liberator is probably not going to go anywhere. SCVs are being pulled to try to heal this or repair this Cyclone. It is barely holding on. That Liberator does go down. SCVs are going to be pulled back, and pretty clean defense from TY for sure. We only see 5 SCVs killed, at least in the time span that the indicator is active for. And TY is going to retaliate with a Banshee. So we'll see how much damage he does. That'll be cool to see. We actually see a 3rd command center being constructed for Clem. Is he going to grab a third, or is he... I'm pretty sure he's just going to saturate his natural and then get a third for sure. And we don't have a cloak for this Banshee, so if there's any anti-air for Clem, it'll definitely thwart this Banshee. But the Banshee's kind of going uncontested besides the Cyclone that did lock on. And the Banshee does go down, but not before getting 7 SCV kills. And we do see a Raven coming out for Clem over here too. So just back and forth harass. Cyclones are in position though, and this Raven will probably go down. But auto turret's doing some decent damage. Or actually, I don't think it killed it. It killed an SCV here, I believe. We do have a Widow Mine over here as well, guarding the ramp on a random note, and that auto turret does go down. Proxy Star port is still over here. We're turning out... Clem is turning out another Raven. And the third command center does go down for Clem. We do see Stim being researched as well. We'll see what TY does. If he's going to get a third base, he's getting the third command center at this time. His natural is almost fully saturated. And Cyclones are moving out of position. And Clem is actually going to take his starport and bring it back to base. He's going RTB for sure. And we do see the Widow Mine. Will there be enough reaction time? The Widow Mine does go down. Unfortunately, TY does not have that quick of reflexes for that particular case, but rest assured he probably definitely has some very fast reactions. We have some barracks going down for TY. Do we see anything else? No, not an NG Bay in sight for any of them at this time. We have a third orbital command coming down to expand to the third base for Clem. Try to get some kind of economic lead. We do see a Swapperino for the starport and TY's base. Probably going to churn out some Vikings. Vikings are going to be very crucial in securing the skies as well as providing sight for the siege tanks. And TY is just now starting Stim. And we actually see double NG Bay going down for Clem. Same with TY as well. So both players are probably going to be on par when it comes to upgrades at a time. Got a nice little defensive position here at the third base for Clem. This is very nice to see. Interestingly enough, TY has some Cyclones out in the middle of the map here. Probably just on standby because he's moving in a little bit, trying to apply some presence. TY is also securing his third base as well, and has that orbital already set. So, I'd say economically both will be pretty decently ahead, or even rather. We have two more backs going down. A plethora of Marines are being produced at this time. We have a siege tank coming out. Where's that starport is here, right? Do we have medevacs on the field? We don't have medevacs. So what I've noticed from TvT is that we don't really see that many medevacs. There are 2 for Clem, but we don't see that count of 6 that we usually see. And those Marines are on a freaking bloodlust for those Cyclones. They were really going for it. Also got a sensor tower going down. Also noticed this in TvT as well, is that Terrans always get the sensor tower at the third base, surprisingly. Which is pretty cool to say. It's a pretty strategic location. You can kind of detect all of this, everything that my cursor is circling around. Oh, it's actually larger than what I was doing. God, what am I? I am some kind of scrub. +1 armor is almost done for both players, as well as +1 weapons. We have combat shield going down for Clem as well. We have a stim somewhere. I think it was somewhere. Alright, siege tank did deter that, and we do have a drop coming in for Clem. Missile turret is going to focus it down. That will definitely buy enough time for Clem to split up his forces, which he will do. We have 2 siege tanks at the ready, gonna thwart the main force of Clem, and we'll see how much damage. I don't think it did that much damage. Siege tank in a very strategic location. 4 drops, very spicy to see. And missile turrets, well, Vikings did take out the medevac, and we don't see really any SCV damage that I saw. But this siege tank probably needs to siege up right now, and this is a pretty formidable force. We have the anti-armor missile that was used on the Marines from TY, and we do see a pretty nice defense. These comsats going crazy on each other. Unfortunately, the siege tank is technically not in position. 2 siege tanks are going to push up for Clem, and he is securing some kind of contain at this point. But a siege tank is in a nice position. Definitely would like some repairs on that at some point. But obviously, TY is busy at this time. You have siege tanks. They are in tank mode. And TY does see this, and he is going to go for it with this little small pack of Marines. And Combat Shield is almost done as well. And a snipe on that tank. That was really nice. Only cost a couple Marines. That was probably pretty worth it. Pretty large Bioforce. +2 going down at pretty much the same speed for each player. And sensor tower is being repaired. I guess it got destroyed during that fight. Clem also in the 3rd base. Oh, excuse me. There is a drop in the main base, and 2 SCVs are down according to this indicator. And Clem does defend against that. Comsat goes down on Clem's main force. We have some Liberators on the field. It's kind of cool to see. I don't really see Liberators in TvT that much. Besides this game, of course. Well, this is kind of an interesting face. Got our freaking what's that called again? God, I was in the military too. Fuck. Fudge. Dang it. I'm swearing twice, man. It'll come back to me. Garrison cap? Garrison cap, that's right. Yep. Liberator has a garrison cap. Oh, wow. So we did see a large amount of medevacs. Maybe I just don't know how to play Terran. That's probably a possibility. We have some Marines being sent out on the field. Comsat goes down in the middle here. We have another sensor tower. So it looks like Terrans tend to get sensor towers at each of their outlier bases, starting with the 3rd, and then after that, gets a sensor tower over here. This will more likely than not be turned into a planetary fortress. It does, because you only need 3 orbitals, really. Siege tanks are unsieged, but Clem does not push the envelope at this time. It's just a bunch of contain and move. And we actually do see a small force over here that's going to try to thwart Clem's forces here. This base is probably not going to get secured. SCVs are being pulled, surprisingly. That was kind of... Was that a, was probably a unit kind of collision glitch or whatever. And that base cannot be secured. Oh my goodness, siege tanks doing work on that Bioforce. Clem is splitting up, and he's just going to go for it. That was, well, it worked out, I guess, but a lot of the Marines do die. Liberators are coming out, and we did see, yeah, 11 SCV kills. And we do have a drop here for Clem. 2 siege tanks were, God, what is that called, man? I'm not doing so well this guy. Interference makes sense. And then we have Clem pulling back at this time as well. Comsat from Clem to see TY's forces, and TY does Comsat over here. Just battle of the Comsats, baby. Wow, I just copied Donkey too. I'm really sorry. That was actually subconscious. I apologize. That is not my joke. That is Video Game Donkey's joke. He made that. I don't want to be plagiarized or cease or desisted. Please, Donkey, have mercy. All right, we got a small force from Clem over here, and the other half, I guess half of the force, not really small, and then the other half is over here. We do see a big drop, and Clem does see these medevacs at this time. And at the same time, Clem is going to do an assault. Do the siege tanks do enough damage? Where was the drops over here? It's dropping over at that base. And this 3rd base, or TY, is probably going to die. Incinerator, yeah, the freaking armor reduction missile did land on the Marines, but it's just, Clem simply just has too many troops at the same time. Oh, wow, what? Okay. TY just quits, I guess. I swear he could have... I don't know why he GG'd there. I'm actually shocked. That was... He still had units. Still had production going down. Right? Marines in a tank. Well, I'll see you in the next game. Peace.